What's up everyone, Saintsfan back again with another GTA Online video, and today you may be noticing something a little different sounding with my mic, and that's because I am in the process of moving into my new house, and I don't have my mic set up, so I'm using a headset mic, but hopefully it doesn't sound too bad. Now in this video, we're going to be talking about, the thing we've talked about a few times in the past, how GTA Online is not going anywhere. This is the most recent example, or the most recent interview with the Take-Two CEO, and again, Take-Two is above Rockstar, and they sort of control what gets done, I guess, as far as like the business side goes. So, if they want more DLCs, is going to happen, I guess, regardless of sort of what Rockstar wants. I'm sure there's a lot more, but that's simplified down. That's kind of how it goes. But in the article, which I'll leave a link to in the description, they actually had an interview or a talk with the Take-Two CEO, and he explained some things, and it's really crazy. I mean, GTA is approaching 100 million copies sold, which only two other games have done that, and that's Minecraft and Tetris. So GTA 5 is, it's still crazy, and next month it's going to turn 5. Next, let's see, September, 17th, I want to say? That's going to be the 5th year anniversary. 5 years! And this game is still selling crazy. I think it's been like, they mentioned it in the article, it's like it's been one of the top games, if not the top game, in like the past month for the last 3 years or something. And it keeps gaining more players with each new DLC. The craziest thing from this article, they said that GTA 5 has made somewhere in the neighborhood of $6 billion. Think about a game making $6 billion. Now, it's unfortunate that GTA has as many problems as it does when it's making that much money. But, when Red Dead Redemption 2 comes out, we'll see if they actually use that money to improve stuff, and we'll see if everything is good with that. But yeah, that's crazy. $6 billion. And until GTA 6 comes out, which probably won't be for another couple years, it's going to make even more. One of the quotes that the CEO said, he said, "What can I say? We're extraordinarily grateful to our colleagues at Rockstar Games for this incredible creative achievement, and to the entire team responsible for physical and digital distribution and marketing, of course." He continues to say, "We would have never expected to sell something like 100 million units and still be in the market and still be active." One of the things that he somewhat touched on, and this is the part that is very frustrating for us as consumers, but he says that their approach is that they don't engage in self-congratulatory behavior, and outside of, the financial calls and stuff that they have to do, they tend to remain private, and that's like the part that is just annoying sometimes, as we all know. One thing that the article mentioned is that they've never actually come out and gave official numbers as to how many players actually play the game. Obviously it's a lot, and they have stated that, I guess with the Doomsday DLC last year, that they had more players than ever, but they never said specifically, how many players. And the CEO said that they don't give out that kind of information. But one thing is definitely clear regarding the number of players. It's enough to continue producing these pretty big DLCs. In the last year, maybe they've sort of dropped off. Like this year especially, I would say the quality hasn't been as good as last year. Last year's was incredible. But this year it's been kind of, more miss than hit. Although there has been some good stuff. But the last bit of the article, he says the last update, After Hours, is far from the last. There's plenty more content to come. And it's going to sort of slow down just because of Red Dead Redemption 2. They definitely want to market that and have people buy it. But I think they know, as well as we know, that GTA is still going to be crazy big. Because there's certain things you can only do in GTA that you can't do in Red Dead Redemption 2, you can't do in other games. So I think sort of what's going to end up happening this year was, I guess, their off year to focus on Red Dead 2. Obviously, they had the After Hours DLC, we had a few other ones earlier. And I'm sure there'll be one, maybe two DLCs for the rest of the year. I'm sure there'll be a big one in December. There'll be a maybe maybe a smaller one right before Red Dead Redemption 2 comes out. But then next year, I'm sure they'll go back and see, obviously, all right, Red Dead Redemption 2 is doing all right, GTA Online is still doing good. They're going to probably split up what they have and focus on DLCs for both of those games. And then I'm sure they're still working on GTA 6 whenever that's going to release. I'd imagine that's not going to release until the next consoles, the next generation consoles are within like a year from releasing. They're going to do, I'm 100% positive they're going to do exactly what they did with GTA 5, where they release it with like a year left on the last console, like the Xbox 360, right? And then they're going to re-release it for whatever the new console is. So they're going to, like, the last year of the Xbox One and the PS4, they're going to release it. Then the following year, they'll re-release it on whatever new consoles come out. And then they'll probably release it on PC freaking another year later because they don't like PC people. But it's crazy. Again, I always want to reiterate this because you always see it. I don't know why people say this. GTA's dying, blah, blah, blah. Maybe for you, but there's a ton of people out there that are coming to play the game and that are enjoying it. And I think that's evident by the stats that has been given. The fact that it's like one of the most popular games still being sold, I mean, that has to mean something. But anyway, that is a little discussion I wanted to have on, I guess, that topic. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about it. Again, I'll leave a link to the article in the description if you want to take a look at it. But it's, I mean, pretty much what I said was in that article. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Please drop the video a like if you did enjoy. Hopefully the mic quality wasn't too bad, and hopefully I will have it back up and running within the next couple of days. But as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.